Happy Saturday, y'all. I'll probably put this on YouTube and Facebook. It's dawn on a Saturday morning, and we're getting ready to get to some cooler weather, and I'm hoping that means that fall is just around the corner, as that is my favorite month. I mean, I love any month I can grow things, but just for the beauty and the way it makes me feel, fall. She's my gal. But I am making an end of summer video of the garden, just a very short one without much rambling. I've taken some close-up photos, and I'll put them in. I'm going to post them too, of what came up in my my first wee small butterfly garden, flower garden in Oklahoma. Normally I have a couple different wildflower gardens going. Then I always had my flower garden, and then I always had my roses. This is a very small beginning, but we're going to make just a quick little peruse. I'm not a photographer, so maybe if I had a drone, the best angle of the whole garden, I guess if I could look down on it, it would be really pretty. And I still got a lot to bloom, and I hope if we hit 60 Tuesday morning that they make it. But let's take a look. Mandevilla have done well. I've still got cherry tomatoes. The lantana's been a late bloomer this year because of the heat. I had to move it back closer to the camper where it would start getting shade by about right around noon. My camper faces, there's the east. The sun came up and now the cloud covered it. So, purslane, asparagus fern. My peppers, my little chili peppers, are doing great. I need to look up and see what kind they are. I've eaten a couple, I don't even know what. They're good. I just don't know what they are. I let them get a little bit more red. But anyway, sad green beans. I got 2 little green beans this year. I planted them late. The heat. I'm not big on growing green beans in planters. They just, I think beans, especially your really nitrogen releasing crops, do better in ground. But they keep making little blooms. So unless, I'm going to feed them today here while it's cool. So unless the cool weather makes them think it's, going into an Indian summer or it'll start cooling down and I get a fall crop, that would be amazing. It would be like the sprinkles on the sundae, not the cherry on top, but the sprinkles on the sundae of the gardening thing this year. I could not garden, but I've limited space, money, and time, but here we are. So that's the pot of zinnia that I just grew, the dwarf zinnia, and some are quite dying off. I have to keep it watered and up here closer to the camper so it doesn't blow over. And I water it every morning, I soak it, and every day when I come home I soak it. And she's still got new little flowers coming. So wonderful. These are some logs that were cut down when they were clearing this place. And one of my neighbors rolled a couple of them over here for me. I'm going to go today and get some diatomaceous earth so I can squirt it in all these little holes. If something crawled out of it, it's not going to bother me. But last night, I found a couple carpenter ants in the house. And they're not poisonous. Their bite can hurt, but they're not aggressive. But I don't want them in my house. So some diatomaceous earth squirted in those little holes. Naturally, we'll get rid of them. But back to the garden. So here we are. I've got this giant marigold that's 3 feet. Oh, more, 3.5 feet tall. It is just now putting on a bud. The zinnia have been just loving it. Ruby-throated hummingbirds. I got a bunch of them this morning. They're going to be leaving soon. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come fortify yourself so you can fly south. I never realized how loud their calls can be. Let me see if I can zoom in. This young one. That might not be a ruby-throated. I had several. I was sure that's what they were in my Merlin app. Their song. But that could just be young. Oh, that was sweet. So, bird feeding station. My first Cosmo. I've had these great big giant Cosmos. And they just haven't done anything. And then finally I noticed one of them, which you can tell by its little curly leaves. Finally, there she is. Pink Cosmo, and here's her little, I don't know what you would call them, little skinny leaves like this. These, I didn't even know she had a little head on her. It's like they shoot out and up really quick. It looks like this one day, and then the next day you're like, you either find that or you find it just get before it blooms. But look at these colors. It's a red, it's like a coral, orange, red, and pink purpley mix. Zinnia. Is there dwarf zinnia? Some hostules. It's just a mix. And then down here, these really smaller, this whole pink and white little line, were just a cheap packet of zinnia I grabbed at like a dollar store or had. I don't even know where I got it, but this is where my little garden is at the end of the summer. My first Oklahoma flower garden in 35 years. All the 4 o'clocks that I brought from Delaware were all bloomed out this morning before the sun came up. Hence the name 4 o'clock. Because they're open at after 4 p.m. and they're open at 4 a.m. So I'm waiting for these to bloom. There's some more marigold there. So here's the 4 o'clock I brought from Delaware. I had figured I was only going to get the fuchsia. That's like one of, I guess, the most dominant one. But I do have the scarlet right there. And at first I thought, nah, it's another fuchsia. But you can see up close to the buds of the fuchsias before they open, see how fuchsia they are. And then if you look at this one before it opens, it's not fuchsia, it's going to be scarlet. And I got one white one that just popped up, go ugly fly, this week. They just started to open yesterday, and it's like the first day they open, they don't really quite open all the way. And then by the second or third day, into their fourth and into the week, I'm not sure what the whole flower's whole lifespan is. But then they will stay open until the sun gets a little brighter. Normally they get hit with the eastern sun, which would be coming at them from where the car is. You see it? She's hiding right there in the tree. But, and they would be tightly closed up. And this was a little cheap mix that I knew was like 50 cents. I don't even know where I grabbed it out of some bargain bin. And I've got little blue flowers of different shades. Some really teeny tiny marigolds, and I don't know what that's going to be. We'll see if it makes it before it gets cold. Fly. So these will be pretty when they open. I had hoped that the seeds from the gold ones that I had grabbed would have taken, but because I know I got seeds off the gold ones, and the gold one is my favorite. It's a yellow gold. It's kind of the yellow that you see on that bee's wings. Yeah. But it's got this kind of luminescence to it, like this fuchsia does. Get off me, Spider-Man. It's like you can't even touch your own flowers without some insect complaining. But lots of soft, muted pinks, which is fine. I like the splashes of the yellow and the whites and the oranges in there. The sad was my tallest one. and I just found it bent over the other day. But you can see it has lots of stalks. This one's not fully open. This one just opened yesterday, the day before. So I just felt the sprinkle. But here we are. I'm proud of my, happy with my wee little wildflower garden. This is my seating area, and I'm going to finish enjoying if the sun comes up or if it rains or sprinkles. And I'm going to continue to sit here right outside my front door, gazing on the first thing my eyes see every day, and watch for some more hummingbirds. I love y'all. Bye.